What's up, everybody? You would think in this market in July 2021, all you have to do as a seller is just stick a sign in front of your house and you would sell it for so much over asking. But I'm here to tell you it's just not the case. In fact, sellers are losing a lot of money by making these mistakes. And if you're a buyer watching this, pay attention because you could profit by the seller's mistakes. So let's just dive right in. If you're new to my channel, I am a realtor here in Maryland and DC, and these are my real life experiences. Mostly I do videos trying to help you find out where you belong by doing pros and cons of cities and different neighborhood tours. But I do like to tell you what I'm seeing in the market in case you are thinking about selling or buying in Maryland and DC. And these mistakes I'm seeing, they're in real time right now in July 2021. So I hope you find this helpful. Okay, so this first one may seem like a no-brainer, but I keep seeing it, so I have to mention it. And I promise you the next ones will be more interesting. But getting your house ready for the market. Sellers today think they can just put their house in the market without doing paint touch-ups. Like, it doesn't matter. It does. I have worked with buyers that have passed on houses because they just see the condition and it doesn't smell good, it doesn't look good, and they don't want to move in, and people still don't want contractors. So listen, sellers, get your house ready for the market. Paint, caulk, replace your carpet, fix anything that's broken. Get your house what I call photo ready, so when it's on the market, it really looks its best. I promise you, you'll get your money out of it, and buyers will appreciate it. Okay, tip number 2. When houses have too much bulky furniture in them and the sellers refuse to stage it. So there's 2 ways to stage. You could get rid of all your furniture and then we can stage it from scratch, an empty house. And that's awesome because then I hire professional stagers, they come in, the house looks so pretty. But if you don't have the money for that, it's okay. I can stage your house with your own furniture, but usually that means getting rid of at least half of it. Any of the bulky things have to go. Realtors do virtual staging, which means that they have a company come in and they'll virtually stage it so the pictures are staged. When you come to the house, it's empty. I personally am not a fan of that. I think it's a big letdown for buyers because they see these beautiful pictures with all this beautiful staging and these beautiful rooms, and they walk into an empty house and it's kind of a letdown, and it's really not in anyone's best interest to have that feeling of being let down when you walk into a house. So I'm personally not a fan of virtual staging, but it does exist, so I want to point it out. Stage your house. Okay, tip number 3 is a little controversial and I may get some backlash from it, but I'm not making this up. I'm telling you my experience and I'm going to show you real data. As we all know, the seller pays the commission and then the seller's broker will cooperate with the buyer's broker and hopefully split it 50-50. And then the buyer's broker pays the buyer's agent their share of the commission. So what I'm seeing now in this seller's market are sellers are offering less than 2.5% to the buyer's broker. So commissions in this area tend to range from 5 to 6%. That would be 2.5 to 3% for each side. So when you offer less than 2.5%, you're basically alienating a large part of the realtor community that either has a buyer-broker agreement with their buyer that says they will not accept less than 2.5%, so the buyer has to make up the difference, or you are going to find some realtors that quite frankly won't show the house if it's less than 2.5%. I'm not one of them, but here's the data that proves what I'm saying. Here's a house on a particular street, and I crossed out the street because I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble or shame anybody. I'm just trying to give you information. So here's a house that was put on the market. It's been on the market for 97 days. 97 days. Now look, buyer agency comp, 2%. And it is not sold, and it's been 97 days. Now look at the house next door. This house went on the market at $889,000, sold in 3 days for $930,000. The house next door. You can see they offered out 2.5%. So for 0.5%, that made the difference. And I know these homes, school districts, great houses, great condition. One of them sold in 3 days for way over asking. One of them has been sitting for 97 days. Sellers, don't make this mistake. Buyers, take advantage of this. Go in there, try to swoop it up because this house is not being shown as much as other houses that are offering at least 2.5%. Mistake number 4, overpricing your house. Here's the deal. I'm gonna keep it real. If you price your house to sell in this market at the escalated price where another house landed, you will not get the same money that they did. Buyers do not want to overpay. And you might say, well, then why are they paying so much? Because they want the house and they're in competition, and something happens when you're in competition. Some of it's mental, some of it's stress, some of it's frantic. Whatever that combination is, if you price the house where it would be in a normal market and buyers escalate it, that's on them, and that's what's happening right now. But if as a seller, you price it at that end price where the last price sold for, you're not gonna get it. There's so many examples of this, trust me, or if you want, text me, email me, I will send you the data. It takes too long to do it right now, but price the house like you're in a normal market. Price it at the value it should sell for. If it goes higher, great, congratulations, you've made money. Buyers, if you see houses that are overpriced, go in there. Try to get it for less, because I can tell you sellers right now are saying, what happened? It's a seller's market. I put it on. Why aren't I getting any offers? They will start to panic. So go in there and give them a solid offer at the price you think it should be. And you may end up getting a real bargain even today in the seller's market in 2021. And finally, let's talk about timing. When do you put your house in the market and when should you look at offers? There's a lot of debate about this. Some people say, doesn't matter when you put it on, your first offers are best, take it. Other agents would tell you, put it on a Thursday, you look at offers on Monday, put a deadline, that gets more people excited about it. What if there's no offers by Monday? It's a little embarrassing. So you really need to talk to your agent and really get into the feedback and the activity and what's happening on the market. Don't put a deadline on right away. It could be the kiss of death. Wait till somebody really says they're writing an offer. And then if you know there's gonna be more than one, then sure, set that deadline, because it actually makes it more fair to the buyers. They know when you're gonna be presenting them. And the sellers will get the multiple offers and get all that good stuff that comes with it. As a buyer's agent though, it doesn't hurt you to ask the listing agent, if I gave you an offer that really was too good to refuse, will you look at it right away? I've had experience with this where it's worked, both on the seller side and on the buyer side. So don't be afraid to do that. The worst that can happen is the listing agent says no. The sellers want to wait. But there is a chance, and like I said, this has happened to me, that you could swoop in and get that offer. So sellers, don't think you have to wait for the deadline for those multiple offers. You just don't know. Maybe a buyer, if they have a very smart, savvy agent, can give you that offer you can't refuse. I hope these tips were helpful both to sellers and buyers. If you have any questions at all about anything I said today, call, email, text. I'm happy to help you out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and tell your friends. I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching.